Record temperatures.
The UK Met Office issuing its first ever red warning for extreme heat.
Record inflation.
The Bank of England now expects inflation to peak above 10% this winter, at a level last seen during the late 1980s.
Change the record.
He's one of those pointless plastic bollards you find around.
These are the interesting times. Hello everybody, my name's Matt Johnston. Welcome to the Interesting Times, a show that likes to take a sideways swipe at politics right here in the UK. The weather has been hot, ridiculously hot. Experts predicted scorching weather and recommended everyone took care and be careful. But as far as GB News were concerned, it was just a load of hot air.
With this heat wave, and whilst I accept it's exceptional, aren't we slightly overdoing it?
But please, I urge you, be aware of green issue propaganda.
Then isn't it not just called the summer?
So, John, I want us to be happy about the weather and every single... I don't know whether something's happened to meteorologists to make you all a little bit fatalistic and harbingers of doom.
Exactly. When has hot weather ever been a problem? And then the hot weather hit, and it was a problem.
Fires rage either side of the Thames. The fuel, weeks of drought.
Devastation up and down the land. And where was the Prime Minister in all of this? He skipped a Cobra meeting to try to look butch and fly an aeroplane. Yes, it's the sequel we didn't want. Top Gun, massive prick. And speaking of the custardly clotted cretin, the Tom Cruise scene continued. Sort of.
I've helped to get this country through a pandemic and helped save another country from barbarism. And frankly, that's enough to be going on with. Mission largely accomplished.
More like risky business. Or for the electorate that put him into number 10 in the first place, it might have been a case of eyes wide shut. Or indeed, as any of his pals wanting a contract for supplying PPE would say, show me the money! But there was light at the end of the tunnel. He is leaving. Maybe he couldn't handle the truth. And as it was for his life, his premiership seems to be a tale of women. The ex, the bunny boiler, and the one that's trying to take the house. As for the bullshitting bleach blowhards replacement, it was down to 2 in the Conservative leadership contest, as Tom Tugendhat was kicked off shortly after the Unforgivable Act has shown some honesty.
Tom Tugendhat, is Boris Johnson an honest man?
Kemi Badenoch was next to exit even when she promised to put Britain first. I beg your pardon. I mean, even after she was endorsed by Britain First. And finally, Penny Mordaunt was gone after a failed PM for PM was changed to PM for P45. Leaving us with a final 2, a man who wants to fix the economy he's been in charge of for the last 2.5 years, and a Foreign Secretary and bargain basement Thatcher who wants to take us out of the European Court of Human Rights, as she clearly doesn't consider herself European, or indeed human. So, in order to clean up Johnson's mess and restore public trust, they've opted for the 2 most senior members of his government. If this Tory leadership was a quiz show, it's gone from 15-1 to pointless. And that's it. No time to talk about Johnson starting his own party. To be fair, he had a lot of practice during lockdown. No time to talk about the Lionesses making it through to the semi-finals of the Euros. Sorry, Spain, but if bitter experience has shown us England football fans anything, is that if you want to progress in international tournaments, you got to stick a German in charge. No time to talk about BJ putting gonads in the House of Lords. It appears Maz Naz doesn't understand that being put in the House of Lords doesn't make you a lady, any more than being made Culture Secretary makes you cultured. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you are enjoying these vids, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit all the notifications bell so you don't miss another. And I'll see you all next week. Take care.